Welcome to Act Cadenza Strife, a Tales of fighting game, and it's a fan game.
And apparently we're going to enter someone's brain while doing this, so...
Yeah. We'll just go into story.
So many options.
There's a lot of characters in this game, but we're just going to be covering the Tales of the Abyss characters this episode, so...
So the only ones who matter.
Yeah, pretty much. And Symphonia will be next time, because why not go from the best to the worst, or the least I know about.
One you know most about to the one we know least about.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, let's take a look at the controls. The arrow keys are T, F, H, and B. And the other 6 buttons for A through F are Q, W, E, A, S, D. And
so
those are all
basically,
button inputs.
Translated, this means use a gamepad.
Yes, but we'll get into this a little bit later. It's just, it doesn't really work on keyboard.
I would assume not.
Because you have to be left-handed, I think. Because the movement buttons would be on the right. You would play with that with the right hand, and then on the left side. But anyway, we'll play with Luke first.
Easy!
Yeah, difficulty is bullshit in this game. Anyway, we're playing as Luke von Fabre fighting against Regal Bryant from Tales of Symphonia. There you go.
Who just randomly decided he would just hyper-combo your ass.
Yeah.
That's how you start out a fight, right?
Pretty much. I don't really know what the moves do in this game. Also, Light Spear Cannon.
Also, we're playing as Luke, so I'm automatically happy.
Yeah. Well, as you can see on the bottom of the screen, we have, like, the health bar, and it's obvious what that is.
The bar and the TV bar.
Yeah. And, Regal also has, like, the capacity core system from Grace's, for some reason. Because, they probably thought he would be too overpowered, like, because Regal can kind of combo a lot later.
He also apparently can't aim with his own feet.
Well, the block, it's like usual fighting games. Also, Devil's Maw there. But you just block by holding back for a movement. And those are like my favorite. Also, Swallow Fury. And Steel.
Is that just going to be this whole video? Also, here's the name of that move.
I don't know. I haven't memorized all of them.
Kind of looked a little bit more like Shadow Fury with the special effects.
Oh, it probably was Shadow Fury, but, you know, that's a special of Swallow Fury, so whatever. Alright, we're fighting against Max from Tales of Eternia.
Does he have a bazooka?
Yeah. Oh, and also Rassius from Tales of Eternia, and Chat from Tales of Eternia.
Why are they transforming?
Well, they play with all 3 characters in one character. It's the only character that really does that, I think.
So, basically the Marvel vs. Capcom character.
I guess, but they all have the same health bar.
No.
Yeah. That's some nice special effects, too.
I like how you tried to stab him and he just shot you in the face.
Yeah, here's one thing about this game, though. Like, the controls just don't work that well. Like, I'm doing alright with Luke, but that's because Luke actually controls decently, also Guardian Frost. I don't know everything about Tales of the Abyss.
You've only played it 8 times.
Also, you can get guard breaked.
So this is a very balanced game, as we can see. But that was in no way bullshit.
If only I could do that to Chat, or use that with Chat in Tales of Eternia, but I can't do that. Oh well.
It seems like if any RPG would let you do that, it would pretty much break the game. Expend all of your MP, then all you have to do is build a character for MP, and then the game is broken.
Yeah. Well, now we're fighting against Nonali Fletch from Tales of Destiny 2. I only know about her from fighting her in Tales of the Abyss, too.
I only know about her because she's some random support character in Tales of the World.
Oh, that's true, she was in that too.
I can't remember if she was playable or not.
Yeah, she was.
Okay, I just remember her being at one of the bars.
Yeah, you would recruit people from her.
More accurately, you'd try.
Yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, there's 6 buttons for, like, movesets, but, I mean, you know how in fighting games if you just kind of hit the button and usually something happens most of the time? Also, Wild Geese, or Mystic Art.
Proceed, though. How you push a button and that usually makes your character do things in most games.
Yeah, well, there's some characters that don't actually do anything with certain buttons, but it does it with other characters. Like, with Luke, all of, like, most of his stuff, you can do. Like, they're pretty simple to pull off. But most of the other buttons, like, if you don't push any direction, it doesn't do anything with the character. Like, you need to put in, like, down, left, right, up, down, and then the button there to actually do anything with the button. And I don't think that's good fighting game design.
And also, you are fighting Douse, what the hell?
Yeah, from Tales of Phantasia. The final boss, spoilers. Not that that was probably going to be that surprising since he showed up in the beginning cutscene being a final boss.
Pretty much.
Whatever.
And since
Spoiler warning.
Spoiler
anyway, we have
warning,
a guy helping
the obvious
us.
final boss is the obvious final boss.
Yeah, a guy's helping us fight him though.
Guy, you need to get up to him to hit him. Also, there's Tyr.
Yeah, she. I don't
Best
remember
white
that
mage in
skill.
any game.
I don't remember that skill, but yeah, one of the buttons on Luke summons Tyr to do that skill. You can also do Tyr's Mystic Arts, but I'm really bad at pulling off the Mystic Arts because they require, like... They're not like quarter circles, they're like... random. Random? It's like...
It's just a random input.
Well, it's not random, it's set, but I mean it's like up left, down right, down left, but it's different for every character, so... Also, this is Dao's special attack. Dao's laser. There we go. And he can spam it.
Good to know.
Yeah. What you want to do with the bosses, though, is mainly get them between your two guys, if you have two. Sometimes you don't always have a partner.
So that is actually the random part.
Yeah, and we cleared the game on easy. And there's some characters from Tales of Hearts talking to us. And Raven.
Time for your favorite.
Yeah. My favorite Tales of character, unfortunately, he plays like absolute garbage in this game. And we're fighting against Claw's F. Lester from...
I like how that had absolutely no effect on you. You just kind of like tanks through that gravity field or whatever it was.
Yeah, I'd imagine the magic characters, or the magic-based art characters would be really hard to use if there was like a physical attacker in their face and they couldn't take some hits. Yeah, Jade has one attack for one button for physical attacks, and the rest of the buttons do question mark.
So I like how the magic user got in the face of the magic user.
Yep.
But
Jade's got most of his skills. I haven't been able to pull off anything great except for Blessed Drops, though.
Look right there.
Yeah. Or Saint Bubble in the Japanese version, apparently.
Also Origin.
Claws with all his spam and summon spirit assholes.
Did you just throw move you?
Yeah, he did. E3 can pick you up and throw you. Fuck you, Undine.
Well, it could be worse. You could summon Kanji.
We're mixing franchises here, Geek.
That's true. One of them is still alive.
What are you talking about? Tails is still going strong. Just, they're not that great.
That awful game that was followed up by the mediocre game.
Yeah. Anyway, let's play as Anise. I know you hate little girl characters, but I like Anise. Discuss.
Well, you see, the thing is that most little girl characters don't have a giant freakish dolphin that beats the shit out of everyone, so...
Regal is also really good at comboing you.
Although I never really played as Anise in Abyss. Could never get used to it.
She's technically the best damage dealer in the game, but I just don't like playing as her. And, you know, when you run unknown mode, you have to switch between all the characters all the time, so... I'd much rather have Natalia or, you know, Guy or somebody in my party. But yeah, Anise, she suffers from the same thing like a lot of the characters do, in that, like, you can't really figure out many of her complex moves without just kind of figuring it out. And the guide for this game to figure out the moves is really bad.
That sounds great.
Yeah, like it's mostly in Japanese still, and you can't really figure out what's going on.
I could figure out what's going on. You just used a doll to beat the shit out of Regal.
We'll get back to him. And Suzu Fujibayashi from Tales of Phantasia is helping us out.
For no
against
reason.
Dows. Oh, also, this game does have some glitches. Dows literally fucking time-stopped me here.
Oh, that was pretty good.
And that's not like good type of time stop where it actually doesn't break the game.
So this is going to be a fight of you and Dows continuously punching each other to the ground.
Apparently.
Or will Suzu just walk in? No, she is done.
She likes to throw knives every once in a while. That's helpful. Also, there's little icons that appear right next to the character you're using, like Anise has,
That duck thing?
yeah, I don't really know what that means. I think I was about to get off bloody howling, but oh well. I don't know enough of Anise's moves to tell you what I'm really doing. That's limited, I know that.
I think it's always confusing about Dows is what the hell is surrounding him?
He's like a god, so...
So he has multicolored balls.
why not? Alright, well let's try with some other characters, like Guy. Guy's always been a very fluid character. Well, is he more fluid than Luke? Well, no. No, he isn't. He's still pretty fluid, though. Yeah, but I got Searing Gale off.
Don't you mean also Searing Gale?
Yeah, yes, also Searing Gale. I like the little flips that Guy does.
All the time, for no reason.
Yeah.
He's like, I could not do these, but that wouldn't look as cool.
Also, he has Tempests, and that's the best skill in Tales of the Abyss for him, so...
I remember it was really useful in Symphonia, because Symphonia didn't have free run, but you could just troll your way away from enemies and towards their magic users, just by spamming Tempest.
Yeah, pretty much.
So what does Overlimited
It should
even
be-
do?
Well, I believe it lets you get off, like, certain mystic arts, but you have to get the right
memorize what
ones.
they do?
Also, I think Guy can summon Natalia, too.
For some
And also, he has... I think
Beast,
he has,
which is
he's
completely awesome.
He's equipping the Jewel of Guardios so he can do his special attack once you are Brilliant Overlord. Once you get down to a certain thing, but I don't know the combination for it. But we'll see some of the other Mystic Arts later on. Also, Stan is probably one of the hardest guys to fight.
Because he's just like, you're doing a combo? No, I'm doing a combo.
Well, no, it's because he pulls off his mystic arts, like, constantly. You'll see this in a bit. Like this. And they're unblockable.
Oh, that's great. It's fair and balanced. Said the kanji player. Anyway.
Well, I'll just have to show you how good I am at Persona 4 Arena now. But anyway, Aileron is going to be ended by us soon enough. And get rid of Daimlos. Can I just prove that? Oh. Yeah.
Also Raising Phoenix.
Yeah, Raising Phoenix. That's the only Mystic Art I think I'm really good at pulling off. And more, it's just like, oh, I got the combination this time, rather than, hey, I actually had enough skill to pull it off consistently. Fuck you, Daimlos. Also, Final Cross. I forgot what. Oh, Final Glacier? Is that the
Yeah, I think it's
FOF one? Can we prove to the audience that we know more about Tales of games than they do, at least?
I don't know, some people are pretty obsessive compulsive.
I know more about Tales of Abyss than they do. Anyway, here's Sync. We can play as Sync and the other god generals, but we mainly play Sync.
Because, you know, Sync is a cool guy.
Why not?
Monks are always my favorite.
He's very fluid in the game, you know, fighting him anyway. He's very fluid for an AI. And we're fighting Amber Hearts from Tales of Hearts. I don't really know anything about her, so whatever.
Can I just say, going back to Sync, that monks have always been like my favorite kinds of character classes. Just because the idea that everyone else needs a weapon, but you can just punch all your problems is pretty awesome.
Yeah. Well, Sync is like the only guy... I don't know, I'm not very good at playing as him. It's because, like, both... There's two buttons that don't do anything with Sync. I don't really know what it is. Also, I teleported into that attack, apparently. They call you Sync the Tempest, more like Sync getting hit by Tempest. Ah, here's Akashi Arts, but it missed.
That's the kind of thing I do, dude.
Yeah. I can't really get any of the God Generals off except for Ligretta the Quick and Largo the Black Lion, so... I would love to see what this looks like, though.
If you summon Dis, then you're just playing as a giant robot Sync.
I like to imagine he just snorts out snot bubbles at his enemy.
He's still in his flying chairs, and he just like throws tissue boxes at them.
Also, we can play as Gelda Nebulum, you know, the ultimate boss, super boss from Tales of Abyss.
Kicks your ass repeatedly.
Yeah, she can't jump. She has Searing Sorrow, though, and Quake Stroke.
She can't jump, but she has several attacks that require her to jump first.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you push up, she doesn't have, like, a normal jump. I don't know, it's weird. She's kind of like... I don't really like playing her, to be honest. She's kind of weird. Like, she doesn't control that well.
I'm guessing that if they tried to include, like, half her moves, she would have the most absurdly long and complicated move system in the game. Because, if memory serves, doesn't she have, like... Isn't the whole idea that she has, like, one of every move? Like, she can do
pretty much,
everything.
Yeah.
From sword fighting to using a bow to casting spells to spamming.
I'm not cheap at all. I don't remember that skill that she had. Maybe it was going for Gungnir, I'm not sure. Wow, but she has Big Bang. I can pull that off. You just might die.
Oh wow, that did a lot of damage.
It does. I gotta say, Nebulum is still like my favorite boss fight ever.
All 6 hours of it.
Yeah, it's pretty great. It's not that long. It's like an hour on Unknown.
I was kidding, Bill.
I know.
And of course, the best character.
Yes, the final character of the Tales of the Abyss lineup is the Scarecrow that appeared in exactly one battle in the tutorial of Tales of the Abyss. He also only has one attack, but he can set the rules of the fight. And he can also, like, sacrifice some of his health to do his special attack.
Can I say that the vaults that from Phantasia looks terrifying?
There's Maxwell. Oh. Yeah, this one. That does a lot of damage, but it also takes some of your health. You can also set your stats like your TP to max. I don't know what I'm doing with this character.
Every time I think of a fighting game character that uses health for some of their moves, I just think of the Versus mode in Zone of the Enders, which was a huge piece of crap.
I thought you liked Zone of the Enders.
I do, but the Versus mode was really shoehorned in, and I had this problem where there was this one particular thing that broke the
I like
game.
how it just topples over. And there's the game over screen with somebody yelling at you. I can't recognize the Japanese voice actor.
Well, yeah, because that's the best with game over screen. It's just some guy yelling at you in a language you don't understand.
But we'll check out Tales of Symphonia characters next time.
Yeah.